The next concept we're going to talk about is what we call the X curve of financial responsibility. Now, this concept is going to be used to explain to a client different seasons of life and the amount of financial responsibility that that person may have. So, this is also a great way to describe to them and show them different places where term insurance versus permanent insurance may make sense. So, let's take a look at the X wave here of financial responsibility. Early in life, people are going to have a higher level of financial responsibility. If you think about a young family that has a home, they recently got married, maybe they have two kids and a dog, and they have not had a lot of time to accumulate wealth yet, their level of financial responsibility is much higher. But because they have not had time for compound interest to take effect, they may not have a significant amount of assets that would be in place in the event that somebody was to pass away. So in this position, having a larger amount of insurance is going to be more important because they have not yet had time to accumulate assets. So you can see here in the X wave of financial responsibility, you have more responsibility, younger stage in life, but less time to build wealth, right? You can see over time, though, as compound interest takes effect, especially as we're helping families start saving and growing their money, they will reach a crossing point where they've had time to accumulate wealth and the responsibility on the family is going down. Maybe the mortgage they had on their house is getting closer to being paid off. Kids are in college or already out of college and don't need, they're not included inside of the household as dependents. Any other debt may be paid down, right? And as somebody's career progresses, they're also earning more income and have had more ability to save and grow their wealth. At this point, the level of responsibility you can see is going down, but they have had more time to accumulate wealth. Now, before the crossing point of responsibility and wealth, that is a great sweet spot for having additional term life insurance to give you a boost in your total amount of insurance coverage at a very cheap cost. It's one of the great benefits of term insurance is you get a higher death benefit for less cost. Now, at the end of that term, that insurance is going to go away. So where we see the need for permanent insurance is to cover somebody for their entire life. Now you may say, well, if they have less responsibility, why would they still need insurance? Well, there's a lot of other advantages to having permanent life insurance outside of just the death benefit itself. Permanent life insurance can also include things like long-term care or supplemental tax-free retirement income that can help an older couple who's had time to accumulate wealth protect that wealth, as well as help cover some of the end-of-life needs like you may get from having assisted living, being in a long-term care facility, or just needing the tax-free income to supplement their retirement. This is a great concept to show clients either during the financial lifestyle strategy when explaining the difference between term and permanent insurance, or even as a standalone concept as you're talking to somebody and they bring up the question, which is better? You can simply refer back to the X wave of financial responsibility and show them, depending on where they're at in their life, which would make more sense. In general, I would recommend having both. I personally have both term insurance and I have permanent insurance. And the earlier in life that you can get both coverages, the cheaper that insurance is going to be, and the higher the likelihood that it will be effective throughout that person's financial life cycle. Again, this is a great concept to use for your clients, whether it's during the financial lifestyle strategy or as a standalone concept explaining the differences between term and permanent insurance. So continue to refer back to these videos as you're going out and building your business. Put these tools to use and watch your business grow.